Hi, I'm Jay and welcome to my channel where I talk about academic tips and tricks to help you get the most out of your studies. Today's video is part 2 of a series talking about cheap but essential stationery items that will help you succeed in school. If you missed part 1, which talks about items to write with, you can find it linked down in the description below. Make sure to go and give it a watch after you watch this video. And check back for the end of the series where I give you one special bonus item that I always keep in stock. Without further ado, let's get started. Section 2, things to write in. Item number 4 is a wall calendar. I use these mainly to visualize my deadlines and to see if a certain week of the year or the semester winds up having like 3 different deadlines going on. I need to know that ahead of time so that I can plan accordingly. Annual wall calendars are a good option here. I've seen these go for as cheap as like $6. And they come with a bonus of really pretty pictures to look at. I currently have one for my household dates and appointments, and it works really well. Do keep in mind that you will need to replace these every year, so it is a little bit of an ongoing expense, but as someone who used to collect wall calendars, I think it's a reasonable expense. You can also use reusable calendars. I went through school with these. These are like they're not peel and stick, they're just one sheet. You can see that I've taped them up on the wall, but they're basically dry erase blank wall calendars. I found these for free at my university, which, side note, poke around your campus. You don't know what you will find. Honestly, I have gotten so much free stuff just from showing up to orientation and keeping my eyes open. Now, if you can't find free dry erase calendars, you can always buy one of these whiteboards that are like already pre-sectioned off for you. You will need dry erase markers for writing on them, but I like that you have the one thing and you could literally just keep using it for the rest of your life. I am a big fan of spending money where it counts, and in my opinion, things that you can keep using years and years and years after you bought them are a really good place to drop a couple more bucks if you have them. If you don't find any pre-made dry erase calendar boards, there are peel away pads that you can find in some places, and you can also just get a whiteboard and take some permanent markers and half an hour of your time and make your own. Item number 5 is a scheduling notebook. You can use a proper agenda for these, either from the store or one that you find for free on campus, but I find that I tend to drop off in agenda usage when things are going really well, and then by the time things aren't going well anymore, I find it really hard to like pick it back up. So I tend to go for blank notebooks that I can customize with my own really low budget, low effort, messy, and scraped together version of the bullet journal method. I use these as a place to keep my to-do lists, and also as a place to keep track of the things that I do every month. Like, did I pay my bills this month? I don't know. Let's go check. Park Notes has some really wonderful videos on how to use and keep notebooks that I really recommend you give a watch. I discovered this channel a couple weeks back and I learned so much, and I am actually using my hoard of empty notebooks because of this. I like to use this traveler's notebook, which has elastics and can hold up to 3 different notebooks at a time. And they also come with a little pouch with a zipper pouch in the front for your random things that you take with you everywhere you go. For the notebooks themselves, I use this dotted journal paper notebook from Peter Popper Press. This is a 2-pack. I spent about $6 on this, and I have a little stockpile going on right now because I love these so much and I know I will definitely use them. I know these notebooks look really small, but from the way that I use them, they last forever. And if you want to see what it looked like on the inside, this is what they look like on the inside. The Traveler's Notebook itself can be a little bit pricey. I bought this one years and years ago, so I don't actually remember what I paid for it, but I know that it is definitely less than $20. However, I have taken this notebook to hell and back with me, and it's held up really, really well. And like I said, it's an investment item. I have been using this one for years and years. I'm no longer in school. I still use it, so it's a worthwhile expenditure for me. Alternatively, you could just use any random notebook you have lying around. I personally like things that are a little bit smaller and long because I like writing out lists, and long notebooks fit lists really, really well. Item number 6 is the pocket notebook. And ParkNotes has wonderful videos on this as well, so again, please go and watch some of them. I basically have had a catch-all notebook all through my university career. I carry it with me everywhere I go, sometimes in my purse, sometimes in my bag, a lot of times just in my pockets, and I write down anything that I need to remember. So things like shopping lists, directions, addresses, appointment times, poetry, song lyrics, quotes from other people, short story ideas, art ideas, actual short stories, you name it, I've got them in there. I know a lot of people like using their phone notes app for this job, and I can respect that, but every time my phone ends up in my hand, I get so distracted. When you're short on time, when you need to study, when you need to do a lot of different things, getting distracted really isn't a good option. Also, I really, really like to just save my batteries for other things that I need my phone for. There's an added bonus of being able to look at your notebook years down the line and get a little snapshot of what you were doing, which I find is really fun. I like using these moleskin notebooks. This one is lined. I used to have some blank ones that I really liked using. They come in a pack of 3 and were $16. And I know a lot of people don't like moleskin notebooks. They are very overpriced for what they are. I don't buy them anymore, but you know, I bought these years ago when I had a little bit of a fixation with moleskin, so I'm going to use them anyway. What you can use instead of a moleskin notebook, though, is something like this. This is a notebook that I picked up, a pack of 2 of, from the local dollar store. It was somewhere around $4, and it's got a soft cover, which means it's nice to slip into a pocket somewhere. And it's basically got everything. Like there's a bookmark in there, there's elastic closures, and if you look at the back, they have the little pocket that all the moleskin notebooks have. So essentially, these are moleskin notebooks without the price point, and maybe the paper is a little bit less great, but like they're also perforated, which is super awesome. I really, really recommend you go take a look at your local dollar store or wherever cheap things are to be found, and keep an eye out. Selection will vary, but they usually carry something that you can use. The only actual requirement for this type of notebook is that it is small and portable. And that's part 2 of my list of cheap but essential stationery items to help you succeed in school. What did you think? What's your go-to notebook for school or life? Let me know down in the comment section below, and make sure to like and subscribe for more academic tips or tricks. I will be back next week with the last installment of this series, so make sure you watch until the end of that video for a special bonus item that I am never without. For now, have a great day, and remember to be kind to everybody, especially yourself. Bye!